What you're about to see is the transformation of a garage into a jewelry boutique. So this night was actually a grand opening, but first, let's go back to the beginning. Day one, just got the keys, and we have a lot of work to do. The building is on a busy street, great side of town. Here's my sister. She's my person, my go-to, my brother-in-law in the rafters, and they are down to help me do whatever I need at any time. So as you can see, this garage really needed help. It wasn't very pretty, and we had a lot of transformation work to get done. The whole project took about 2 months from start to finish. From start to grand opening, I should say. This is my other person, Misty, my best friend. She and I took a trip to IKEA in Kansas City. We had a lot of stuff to get for the shop. Kansas City is about 3 hours away from us. We're in Ottumwa, Iowa, so that is the closest one. This was trip number 1. We barely fit in the elevator. Getting home late at night and unloading the Yukon. As you can see, she's always so helpful. So here we're starting to get a little bit farther. Still painting, but we've made a lot of progress. This is actually the retail area, so when you walk in the very front door on the front of the building, this is the area that you come into. We had to get all this vinyl off the wall because the last tenant who had this building, they were a vinyl graphic shop, so that's how they chose to do the wall, but we had to get all this off before we could paint. It was a long process. This video makes it look short and sweet and very satisfying. And coming into the main room, we've got my husband and our friend Alex. Alex is up on the ladder. He offered to climb. The rafters are really high in this building, a lot higher than what this video makes it look like. And I was very thankful to have him help do that. Just some rope lights with Edison bulbs. I got the lamp shades from IKEA. This is one of my favorite pieces in the shop, my studio table. It's a really solid piece. I like how it's a tall table. I can get a lot of work done comfortably on this table that I can't do on other tables. At this point, I was starting to move in other things from my old studio into the shop. Everything just looked like such a mess. It felt like I was... This was supply order day. I'll do another video talking about where I get my supplies from. But I was so excited to be able to open up all these new beads and charms. I've been buying beads for over 20 years, and there's never been a box of beads that I'm not excited to open. That's how you know that you're doing what you love in life. After all these years, it still makes me so happy. Another favorite day of mine is the day the sign went up. It does exactly what it needs to do on the outside of the building with the pink. Here I'm putting up the ivy because I don't have any windows in the back of the shop to keep any live plants growing, but I think the ivy really also does what it needs to do. This is us having lunch across the street, sorting beads, and then back to put more pieces together and lots of organizing. Finally, I was able to start putting out some jewelry, getting some displays put together. It was starting to come together a lot, and it was fun to see. in the middle of getting the shop ready for grand opening. We had to pause that and get my daughter ready for prom. This is my daughter and my sister in the background. And Maddie wanted me to wire a corsage to her hand for this one. So I actually took live flowers and some beads. I started out with a ring around her finger and then just kept wiring and twisting and took that around her wrist. It ended up being really, really cute. The rookie mistake that we made was I did not have her wear a button-down shirt. She has a sweatshirt on, and so you can imagine us trying to get that off of her over the flowers. Not my smartest move, but it turned out really cute. Maddie and her boyfriend Tate. She looked so beautiful. So, back to production. Misty and I doing more painting. There's Misty's husband Trent. He's doing some landscaping stuff. So on this day, we've got the whole squad. We are trying to get the bar set up. There's my husband on the ladder. And the reason that we put a bar in the jewelry shop is because we host a lot of events here. And whether it's a little girl's birthday party or a ladies' night out type of event, we encourage food and drink. And so it's nice to have a place to set that all up. We have a lot of like charcuterie board nights and wine, and it's just nice to be able, for people to be able to come in and set up what they need to celebrate. I went with Edison bulb lights behind the bar as well, and I really like how it turned out. It looks good. So here we are, very critical moment because it is the night before grand opening, high pressure, and as you can see, there was so much work to do still. I had all hands on deck, and thankfully, I have so many awesome friends. This is Steve and Tina. They own the sports bar across the street. They're really good friends of ours. Everybody's tired because we had worked days and days and hours to get to this point, and we still had a lot to do. But it all worked out. We made it. So you are about to see grand opening night. Here we go. I was happy with the displays. Lots of helpers. There's my son, sister, and husband. The food looked fantastic, and the setup was great. I think we had around 150 people come. This was the very end of the night when I finally could pick up my phone and film. It was wonderful to see everybody just hanging around, talking and having beverages, snacks, hanging out outside. There's my husband again. And just coming out to support. It made me feel great. There's my sister running the cash wrap. Lots of flowers delivered. I got flowers and plants from several people. It was lovely. And everybody just hanging out around the bar. And this beautiful baby. He's so cute. Look at the love that I was shown. There's my bead bar. I didn't do a very good job of getting footage of that. I'll do another video on that later. The comfy chairs. It was a great night. Thanks for watching.